Alright, I just want to get all
Sorry.
this shit first, and then I'll get you, yeah?
Get something anyway. Can you? Do you put it in YouTube?
No, just YouTube. Here, hold it. Okay, what's this picture like for you? We're here down at the dog. All these barriers up. Not really many here. Hey Parsnip, how are you, man? Hope you're well. Hope you're good. Tell me what the picture's like, if it's okay or not. I have a new gimbal, so let me know if it's working or not. So it's just gone 12. Hey, steady, are you? Hey, Michael, John, Dennis. Hey, Silent Viewer. Hello, Goosewicks. Hope you're good. Okay, well, we're up at the dog for a gathering. Just some of us here. It starts at 12, but like, it's not even started yet, so if you are about, just come up. Look at that sky. It's actually nice, not a cloud in it. Okay, Jerry. Good to see you anyway. And Paul, Jerry can't make it.
Paul here anyway.
I know, yeah. See how it goes. We'll see how long I'll go live for, right? Probably won't be a long one anyway. Hey, John and Kendra. Hope you're good. Hey, back man. Haven't seen you about in a while. Hope you're good. No, Michael, does not. Not yet, anyway. Hey, Raver. How are you? It's a little chilly this morning. Hey, Irish lad. Look at all the guard here. They've got their stupid barriers. But the Palestine crowd can walk around town and take over the keys and all, can't they? We get a lot of fucking barriers. Let's go, Jerry. Here you've got the Freemason Lodge. Yeah, we're all good, Raver. All good. Here's the Freemason Lodge. Up on top you'll see the Freemason sign, symbol. Tony's back around again. No, our police are not armed. Not armed yet. Yes, right, we're the controllers. Yeah, Gary, no doubt. I think there actually is. How are they terrifying, Michael? Because loads come out and stand with them. And you just take over. Then when people are trying to do the right thing, they're trashed with fucking names and all and what have you. Yeah, Raver and Jerry, any messing in the chat, just get rid, yeah? Thank you. See how long I'll be going for though first. Probably won't be long, because no one turned up now. These lovely buildings, aren't they nice? No, Goose Fix. The protest was bloody yesterday. Of course it's today. It's now. Down at the door. So if you're about to come down. Exactly, Michael. Okay, goose fix. Hey, Herman. Usually these go on till about 2:30, 3 o'clock, but depends on how many people are going to turn up, you know. No point in talking to the same faces all the time.
Thank you.
Yeah, Jerry. They are all back today. Goose fix. What the fuck are you doing these barriers? I wish goose fix, but we'll see how many people turn up. There's people starting to come now, like, there's more down there. But now on the 24th of February, that probably will be bigger. Ross is down there. Oh. Hey Noah, hope you're well. Okay, goose fix, okay, no bother. evening, Rich. How are you? Hope you're good. Tranquility, hello. Yeah, Jerry, that's what it is. It's to create some new movement. Just need to put this down for a sec, hold on. Hey Debbie, how are you? Hope you're well. I posted this to my community page a couple of days ago.
Talk to us.
Okay, Raver. Hey, Quaver, Raver, hope you're well.
So we'll start. Can you hear me?
Good.
Yeah? So, best you can get. Yeah? Good.
Thank you, Debs.
Hello, good people. I would like to thank you for being here with us today. We've sent out as many seeds and as many ripples as we could possibly individually. And we're a small group.
Hey, Joni.
We've only formulated, I suppose, last month was our first assembly. Our first assembly of Irish nationals, natives, indigenous, natural living men and women. And our purpose as a group is to try and find the voice of the people of this nation. That's our task and that's our goal, is to see through all the white noise, all the information drops 24/7 and it has our people's brains melted beyond belief. They can't tell their arse from their elbow. So, we are here. We're not here to sell you anything. We are not politically affiliated. We are not affiliated with any NGOs, any unions, anybody. We oppose this state and all the issues that are forced on our people and all the sufferings on our people, all the issues from way back when. The last 100 years, to be honest, this
Hey, you look.
Crown Corporation took control of this building in 1922. We'll be taking a stroll later on, we'll be walking around to the first Dáil, the Sovereign Dáil, Dáil Éireann, the Mansion House. We'll be reading out the Declaration of Independence. And we hope it reaches through the camera lenses to the people who aren't here today, and they listen to the words and they take it in. Sorry. Yeah, so we'll read it. Darren's going to read it. Actually, he didn't know that till now, but Darren, you're going to read the Declaration of Independence today. And we want people to take these words in,
Didn't know that.
and we want people to realise we, as individual, sovereign, natural, living Irish men and women, we stand on the belief and we stand on the principle of the sovereign first Dáil. This Dáil is not sovereign to us. This is not our Dáil Éireann. This is the message of this group. And we hope it ripples out across the nation, because we believe this system, these boys and girls who they work for, it's corrupt. It's the King Shilling in 2024. It's still here. It's still here. Thankfully, our ancestors left us in the year 2024 a way of life where I, as a natural living man, can stand here and criticise these people to their face. And I'm not afraid to do it. And I'll take the consequences of it. That's my birthright. So, we will try try and keep a movement going. And is it back? Sorry. We are trying to build a people's movement, and we're not going anywhere. We haven't had much support or much encouragement from many groups out there. And I would ask you to have a look in the mirror. If you're not here today, I understand we're in a small echo chamber. But there are people out there who have 4 weeks, 6 weeks notice to get behind this, make today's message more powerful, more potent. We're a bigger crowd with no political ideology, no one canvassing for your vote in the next election. And we spoke about this over the past few days. We spoke about this over the past few days. That we believe the people's voice hasn't been found yet. And we also believe there are capitalists within the patriotic movement who are lining themselves up for political careers. These people must be watched as well. So what we're going to do as a group is we're going to speak openly and honestly. And we're not here, as I said, to take anybody down or ruin anybody's movement. We encourage people to start movements all over the nation. Ross Cray has been out, we were down in Oranford during the week, Carlo's out, Finglas is out, Ballymun is out months.
Ross Clare.
Shout us up, where are you from? Finglas.
Mullingar.
Dublin, Ringsend.
Ireland
See what
says
happened
no.
in Ringsend. We want to speak honestly and openly here today because, to be honest with you, my heart was broken when I seen the crowd this morning.
Hey, Raider.
For the second time.
Yeah.
Since we called our first gathering, I have had lots of people that I would have been active with in the movement previously to this, and many issues spread, I would say, negative vibrations about our gatherings. So our group is keeping an eye on all them people, and we're going to speak openly and honestly. We'll give you one example. This is Assembly number 2 of Irish Nationals. East Wall says no. Had a big gathering many months ago. And when it seemed that Dublin was going to respond, the message somehow came out from East Wall that outsiders were they wanted to know for our rights.
Yes, exactly.
That has left an impression. Nobody from East Wall has been in touch with us the past couple of months. As I said, it's our second gathering. Maliki, I don't know the man who's come out of nowhere to me. Personally, he's from some political party back in the day. I don't quite know. But hasn't been really out with the people. East Wall seems to be
I don't know, dare I say it, like Ringsend, they're trying to infiltrate the communities, and I'm not calling Malachy Stevenson, that's his name, an infiltrator. All I'm saying is, called the National Assembly last night in regards to immigration. Immigration is a massive problem in this country. Hey, Philip. Good to see you, brother. It's a massive problem. But we don't want to see that being the only problem. We've got political prisoners right now. We've got Enoch Burke. Enoch Burke for president, I say. Yeah. A high position. When we take these boys and girls down. And we need to believe we can take these people down. We're all over the world. We're loved all over the world. We don't conquer. We don't want conquest. We are a nation. Special nation. We're not into that stuff. We're self-defense and self-defense only. And I believe and we believe this immigration issue, the more we focus on it, is trying to drive us down the alley of violence. Right? And it's not the only issue we have. As I said, Enoch Burke's been in prison now 2 Christmases.
Yes, he is.
3, the Roscommon 3 are still in prison. 15 years or something they're talking about. Bridget Scanlon is still in prison. And this is only people I know. My mother's first child was taken from her. My mother-in-law has narcolepsy from the swine flu. Still no concession. That was 2008. 15 years later. The woman. This is just direct family. It's just direct family. So we're here with the message. As I said, we've been in many groups, and in one of them groups was called on Bunrock. I don't know if any of you know about this stuff, but it's about the constitution of this land, yeah? It's meant to be the law of our people. And we believe this system has hidden that and is after our rights right now. This is a factual document. It was enacted. We're not here to promote it, we're just trying to speak facts to all the people out there that don't fight or maybe don't understand what we're trying to tell you. This book was enacted by the people of this land, not by a political party, not by anybody, not by the RRB, not by Sinn Féin, not by anybody. It was enacted by the people of the land in 1937. We believe it's Irish law. It has been changed into the Blue Book and turned into English and bastardised. That's what they work off. But this is one of our messages, is that they are defecating all over this book. And some of our people defecate all over it too by not recognising it's a factual document. And our people enacted it in 1937, 20 years after the Rising, after all the death. So that's that. We're not here to sell it. This is part of our message. Part of our message as well is to those people out there who do not vote.
Hey, Joe.
This book was enacted, or deregistered, we will call it. This book was enacted in 1937 and there was a turnout of about 1 million, 1.2 million at the time. So when you look at it, 3/4 of the people didn't vote.
Thanks, Ulick.
Didn't turn out. But it's the law of all the people, of all the land. So we need to recognise that as well. So if you, referendums coming up, and I know people are very worried about rigged votes, and I believe it's a big thing.
Yes.
And it's something we'll have to challenge as we move forward as the people's movement. But, first of all, we need to build the people's movement. And we're having awful trouble with that. As you can tell, as you can see. So, ask yourself the question over the next few weeks. Do the people of Ireland or Eire, do we want the people's movement? And do these new political parties and new alliances forming, do they want the political movement, or are they...
The political movement of the people, then it's what we don't want to do.
We want to build, and we basically feel that
Hey, Peggy.
where we are today is a thing called the party whip. It's a party whip, so people in Sinn Féin, people in Fianna Fáil, you'll see it's a cancer, it's turning itself inside out. You have Fianna Fáil councillors raided there during the week. 14 or 15 of the boys and girls backed them up down there. They're ready to implode, and we need to make them implode. The same with these boys and girls. They work for a corrupt political service, private political police. And we read articles this morning about the far right were coming to town. You know, we are not far right. We said this at our first gathering. We are Irish nationals and allies. People from other places and other nations. We love all nations. We love all cultures. But we're standing against the globalist machine in the year 2024 with connections all the way to European Union, to World Economic Forum. I believe Varadkar's over there in Davos are on his way today.
He's meeting the guy from China in Phoenix Park.
Huh?
He's meeting the Chinese.
Chinese Prime Minister's over as well. Yeah.
He got some tips to how to approach it.
So we know all this, and we have slave labour camps on our land. We have people, foreigners flown into various farms around the country and exploited. Foreign nationals are being exploited by very wealthy Irish nationals. We look at the killings during the whole Wuhan. So we're here today not to shout at these boys and girls, not to plead with them. These boys and girls made a decision to stand here today and put that uniform on, and they're proud to do that. Reason to it, that's their freedom of choice. It's my freedom of choice to stand here without any political affiliation and try and build a people's movement that
Hold on, Kev.
there's not respect. Don't get me wrong, I don't know these individuals.
Sorry.
So all I'm saying is,
Now, Kev, there's not really many here, you know? Here's Ross.
all folks being utilised. So people going.
Not really many here, but it's the second calling for this. The second time.
Numerical recorded history.
Hey, King the Clark.
And we've got a government, publicly funded state broadcaster pumping out. Let's be honest, it's probably at this stage, if you're turning on them, it's probably hate speech at this stage.
Hey, John.
It's probably hate speech at this stage. But it is what it is. And we can't lose our mind. I'm going to go home today to my beautiful woman and I'm going to live my life. And I'm here 24/7 for anybody who wants to talk, get real, build the people's movement. I don't want to even be in your group.
John,
Don't want
people
to
won't
control
have their
your group.
jobs
We
soon
encourage you
enough.
to get your group and
All
assemble
these
like
immigrants
this.
coming over taking
All
them.
towns and all villages are all reacting to immigration, plantation centres. We would hope people need to assemble, people of the country need to assemble regularly. People's in towns and villages all over the country have
Hey,
given
Lord,
power
Lord.
are subservient to criminals. And when we pointed out they criminalise us, Colin here spoke. Colin has plenty of stuff on his plate in his own individual life, caring and living.
I know, Jerry.
He spoke here last month, and this organisation have visited his house 3 times straight after. It's all intimidation. It's all games. We're not here to play games. The last movement of people we had was the Yellow Vests, probably. Some would say Sinn Féin infiltration. I don't really care. It's all news. But we need a people's movement, people. And I would beg and plead for anybody out there who feels the same way. If you feel this way, we're going to assemble again. The crowd isn't big enough for us to quite assemble just yet. We were hoping the crowd would be a bit bigger today and maybe do a fortnight one or a weekly one. And we need to step it up. We need to have a simple message that this is a criminal organisation. Way back when, my mother's 77, 78 now. And I haven't got it in this jacket unfortunately, but the redress system, they're talking about throwing them a few grand now, these women. We're in there. She's 77. She's not come through yet. She may die. My mother-in-law is gone 70. The HSE,
Hey, man.
my missus and herself went in for the swine flu vaccine on the
Hope
same
you're
day.
well.
She got the bad one.
Hey, Frankie.
So she's thankful of that. But this is real life stuff. Silence and replace genocide 2040.
Hey, John
Mr.
O'Connell.
Coveney. Lads, come on. Free speech. So these are all the things we fight for. These are all the things our ancestors died for. And they're after them. And they're after this book. And they're after, will you get your article there on the woman? Please. The woman in the home.
Hey, Ragnar. Hello. Hope you're
Just
well.
for clarity's sake, this is what they're after. So we would say if you don't vote, vote. If you do vote, vote no. If you don't vote, come on folks. Get active. There's no point in you deregistering and burying your head in the sand and going off and growing spuds while our people are being raped and pillaged, locked up. So we need you to come back out of that and step away from the fuck you Jack, I'm all right mentality. Article 41. I just want to read this out because this is the facts. We know people want to go back to, people talk about constitutions and all this stuff, but that's
Yeah,
all
well, we were
organisations'
hoping there'd be more here,
constitutions.
King de Clark. Like,
The URB
we put this out
are
last week.
interested in the URB's constitution. The People's Party Ireland are interested in the People's Party Ireland's constitution. The Irish people.ie are interested in the Irish People's Party's constitution. And the same, and so on and so on. But what I would ask you to do is maybe tonight when you go home and reflect on things, close your eyes and imagine it's the next day and these people are gone. And those people who have been the activists for the past few years are in there. I would predict there'll be mayhem tomorrow. So there's lots of sadness, lots of anger, lots of madness, lots of distrust. And to be honest, it breaks your heart this morning to see this crowd. It really does. Like. But we'll converse for an hour or two. We're going to walk away from here. We're going to turn our backs on this criminal organisation. And we're going to walk back to the sovereign Dáil Ireland and just spend some time together. Talk, connect. And we meet again. As I said, I'll come back on in a few minutes. People are going to speak. And these are all, well, they're not all welcome to speak, that's a lie. But I know they are welcome to speak. Yeah? If not, you can speak the next one again. So I'll leave it at that for now. As I said, I'm just talking off the cuff. I don't mean to offend anybody. But shit is very real in this nation. And it seems some people would rather push their own personal agenda than build the people's movement.
When they take away the paper money system, how are you lads going to put food on the table? To tell you we can't pay your wages.
Lots of concerns, folks. You know, but don't worry about cash too much because I've never had none. Never had any. You know, I'm a week-to-week man all my life. So, you know, I'll get by. It's about more than money. We mustn't do what we do for money.
this is not really a protest. This is just
So we must do what we do for our people,
to make
our
a
nation and our way of life.
to make a movement going
Serious
for people. That's all. It's just to support.
As you can see from all the gatherings all around the country. So, I don't want to ask Colin to speak. I haven't seen Colin since the last time, but I know Colin will speak openly and honestly.
Hey,
And I
hey,
have-
Ash, how are
No,
you?
you can speak here. You don't need to speak here. No, I'll do it. Whatever you want to do. You might need to move back down to the Lewis tracks there, lads, with Colin when he puts on the No, but anyway, honestly, as I said, Colin's been around a long, long time. I've been at gatherings where I've been actually personally asked to shut this man up. And I don't do that. We had a gathering up here a few months ago with the Ireland Says No, and Justin Barrett got up and speak. And that caused a fracture. I'm not for suppression, people are allowed to speak in my book, and that caused a bit of trouble back then. So Colin's part of our group, and listen to him, because it's all real. Yeah? Come on, Colin.
I don't know where to start. First of all, you're standing there with your hands in your pockets, smirking at time. It looks like kids in the playground. No emotion, no awareness whatsoever what's actually happening in this country. There's none. You're not aware of anything. That organisation now, in 2021, we became the land of Éire. That corporation ended. The Crown and everything else finished in 2021. We became Éire. We're now the people of Éire. They're illegitimate. They've no power. They've no jurisdiction over this. They're illegal. We are the government. And if the crowds of people go up to that building and demand those corrupt filth get out, they have to. Because we are the people of Éire and we own this country. The scavengers that are being brought in to ruin this country do not own this country. We sit where we've been told to bend the knee, to be subjugated like filth. We talk about racism. We are being treated like dirt in our own country.
Well said, Colin.
We can't
Well
even get
said.
a bed for the night. But the precious ones who come, flown and taken on planes off the runway, are being brought and funded. The like of Mary Lucy's are fleeing for their lives with all our millions and our houses. A pig with lipstick, a lion king feeding from a trough. Martin, stimpy little smirking little bastard. Mark Conway with the shirt on, getting an injection with the cap on. And let's just examine the implications of that. What he's actually doing is knowingly he's not taking the injection himself, hasn't given it to his family.
No.
But he's acting as a decoy for you to take it. And why is he not taking it? Because he knows it damages and hurts people, but he's telling you to give it to your kids. And if he knows that, they all know that. None of them took that injection. This is a genocide. That's evil. This is not just a brown paper taking a bit of money for some land. They know that what they do with that injection, it will kill people, and they smirk with their money. And it's all I have it on good account what goes in there. They're clueless. It comes from Europe, and the civil servants sit those idiots down, and they tell them what to say. It all comes from Europe. But what's happening now? We're on our knees. We're about to lose everything on the 8th. We're going to lose our property, our rights, motherhood, everything, under the disguise of modernism. We are being destroyed. We are being annihilated. And the Irish stand there when you've very little time, people. You want to drag your arse. You want to save your country. You want to save your race. You want to save your culture, because they're coming for it. They're coming for you, everything you own, everything you are, your future, everything. And they're destroying you. And these are running off. Where is Varadkar today? He's mincing off to the WEF to get his next script, to come back to tell us what needs to be done. It's shameful what has taken place.
Hey, Rich.
It's criminal what's taken place. And you're not going to be all right. The farmers are going to lose all their land. Everything is to be taken. And who's it going to be handed over to? Not Ireland. All Ireland's assets are going to be handed over to Israel. You fools don't understand what's happening. There's very little time left. We're being destroyed. And those trolling us in their little suits, telling us what to do, telling us lies, climate change, carbon. Carbon is the gas of life. You cannot live without carbon. It sustains life itself. The trees and plants cannot live without carbon. Carbon, zero carbon is impossible. It means death. You idiot! It means death. There's no such a thing as zero carbon. Carbon is at its low level anyway. They're taking the fire, the turf, the briquettes. They're taking the houses.
14.5.
We're being scavenged. We're being scavenged every week. More and more and more come in. And what are they going to say? We've a housing crisis. Well, of course we have. Because we brought these people here that don't belong here. We owe them nothing. If you want to solve the housing crisis, send them back. They shouldn't be here anyway, most of them. They're illegal. Without any documents, send them back. But they're taking more in. And then they're going to say, we need to solve the problem. We need to take your houses.
No, not.
You need to have somebody in a spare room. You fancy somebody in a spare room pissing and shitting next door, in your kitchen, in your fridge.
Hey,
Do you fancy it? Being left alone with your kids, being part of your family, because that's what they're going to promote, and solving the problem. It's impossible. You're being told a whole load of lies, and show some maturity, show some pop on. And the Irish, you better wake up, because it's the 11th hour, and I'm old and it doesn't matter. But your whole future is at stake. So you pull your finger out. The good times are over. You're about to lose everything. And don't say that you weren't warned.
14,500 people on the streets tonight.
Hello? We'll try this. It sounds a bit more raw. Dare I say it, a bit more Polish. Polish are standing up. You know? Respect to the Polish. Respect to our brothers and sisters. They've been hanging around us for the past couple of years. Different people from different countries. And we had one, as I said, we had a lad here speak at the last. And it's nice to see. Because, you know, we're all fighting the one beast. We're all fighting the globalist machine. Let's be honest about it. These guards recently voted against Drew Harris. I think it was 97%. 98%. You need to push him over the edge. You need to push him over the edge. He needs to go. He needs to go, and I believe if the Irish people were to rise, it would happen very quickly.
Yes.
Fianna Fáil is ready to implode, and we haven't even activated yet. You know? People pressure will do magnificent things, because most of these people, not you boys, I'm talking about the people who run, most of them are dark, criminal, psychotic, non-empathy. There's a lot of darkness in our nation. As I said earlier on, my own mother, I suppose that's what has me with a bit of fire in my belly. She was abused by this system, and my own mother-in-law has been abused by it today. And many more of our people are being abused by this system. This system needs to fall. And that's our message in this mad world of, is Donald Trump the Messiah? Is Joe Biden the clone? What's going on in America? Is the war in Ukraine? What's going on in Abu Dhabi? What's going on with Islam? What's going on? What's going on? What's going on with the Irish? That's the question we have to ask ourselves. As I said, we weren't expecting, you know, a revolution today, but we are trying to spark a revolution. And we're not with the begging bowl anymore. And we're not concerned about elections in 5 months as our primary concern. We do believe that people need to think that way and get involved in that. But the Irish people need to rise, and they need to rise yesterday. And divide and conquer is real. As you'll see in Ringsend, as you'll see in East Wall, as you'll see all over the place.
The homeless crisis is real.
Yeah, it's all very real. So we're going around in circles here. Darren's going to say a few words. A few other people are going to speak. We'll go for a walk. We'll have a little chat and we'll pick our next day. Is Danny here, Danielle? Danny here?
Leo!
No, I don't think so.
Leo!
All traders out! Not just fucking Leo!
For Edgar, in my little dream reality world, he's our target. We need to get that man out of there. The Irish people need to remove the Taoiseach, I suppose. And if anybody knows all of them, there's many of them. But I believe the people need to pick a target and they need to go for it. And I believe that target should be for Edgar. And we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes.
as I said, we've another month from today. Do your very best to try and make this crowd bigger, because it's breaking our heart watching this. Here's Doug.
I know. You said that already.
Yeah, it's a long
These
time.
lads.
Okay, yeah.
Take care. Fair play for coming. I'll see you on the 5th.
All the best. Take care.
The provisional
These lads.
government,
Hello.
there'll only ever be a provisional
How
government.
is lads? Thanks for coming, yeah. I just have to read this out because the last few times I've tried to speak, my emotions get the better of me and I just get all fucked up, right? So I'm going to just read this out, please bear with me. On Internationals, on the 8th of March this year, on International Women's Day, there's going to be a referendum. It's going to be, they want to remove the woman from the Constitution. This Constitution. They also want to change the definition of family. Right? So, I believe it's in my understanding that this is a direct attack on the indigenous Irish, the people who haven't had their DNA altered by the vaccine. Right? Because I believe that if you didn't have your DNA altered, you still have your inalienable, indefeasible sovereign rights. What this Constitution gives you. Yeah, right? Yeah, that it? I'm alright, come on, right? So, they're asking the Irish men and women to vote on this, to remove the woman from the Constitution, to change the definition of the family. It's also attack, like Article 40 to 44 is your personal rights. It has education in there, private property is in there. Like, please go on and educate yourself on who you are and where you are. There is 2 jurisdictions in this country. There is 2 constitutions, I believe, and that's them. The Blue Book, what we all know, is a business corporation. And then you have this, which is the law of the men and women of Éire. And these people know it. I'm sorry, you know, what oath are you under today? If you're under any.
Probably not, Darren.
So, it's like, we're going, for people who, I just say, for people who might be out there that see this, that will vote yes for this referendum coming, right? If you're a single mother and you have kids, the state has no guarantee then to look after you. They have no responsibility because you're now saying that the position of the mother in the home, the state has they have to look after you right now, yeah? They have a responsibility through this Constitution because it enshrines that in there, the woman, the mother, the heart of the home. When you take that out of it, they have no responsibility. So when you go to get your single mothers and all of this stuff, that'll be all cut. You'll have to go to work. Your kids will go to indoctrination camps. From that age onwards, while you're forced to go to work. Like, this is what's coming down the line, lads. Like, you'll see people today, job seekers, they're forced to go out into these job centres and sit there for hours and you have to go and sign on the following week. That's all the mothers, that's what's coming for you. Right,
What's
this
the
is what
bigger
they
like?
want. I was reading this morning and in this it says, Éire is a sovereign, independent, democratic state. Right? However, if you go to the Clo Gaelic and you check it out word for word, it actually says something different. It says Éire is a sovereign state of the people. And she is independent of every other territory. We need to know who we are and where we are. Understand this, lads, or understand this. Because that's where it's at with me, I believe. And it's sad to see like not as many people here today. But it's again, we'll just keep on knocking at it and we'll keep going. And I'll leave it at that. God bless you all, lads. Yeah.
Ross. Where's Ross? Ross Lahoy. What's the hive?
He's at the main there.
Ross
He
there.
was there.
I'm going to be speaking to. Probably gone for a coffee. Yeah, walk away from it.
There he is down there then, is it? He's all the way down there.
Look, 2001 United Nations population replacement. It says replacement. That means they're going to import so many people into Ireland that we will be the minority. And then that we will be replaced. Replaced means exterminated. The Irish population will be exterminated probably in the year 2040. The United Nations has decreed that they will exterminate 90% of the world's population in 2030. So it's not just about Ireland. We need any Polish, we need everybody on board. We need all of Europe on board. We are all to be exterminated by the United Nations. And that fucker Higgins is the biggest bastard cunt who is promoting the United Nations. Right now we have United Nations housing estates which are called International Protected Centres. That's the start of it. These zones will be protected by United Nations troops soon, and they will start taking pot shots at Irish people to get rid of us. Yeah. 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 Please understand, the whole purpose of what is happening today is to exterminate the Irish. If you don't understand it, I'm telling you, it's happening. They've already got United Nations, international protection centres in Donegal and probably other parts of the country. The whole purpose of this exercise is to exterminate the Irish and exterminate 90% of the population of the planet as soon as possible under United Nations Agenda 2030. Now, we are seeing this in Ireland today. And just so the gobbeans in Leinster House understand this, you are to be exterminated also. It is not a question of they, and also we know who is in the head of the whole thing. This country is under the British royal family who still control that bloody institution over there they call Leinster House. In fact, we pay rent to the British Crown for that stupid bloody building called Leinster House. And the reason we do that is because there are gumbeans in there. A gumbean is the collector of the rent for the absentee landlord. And the absentee landlord today is the King of England. And our taxes go directly to the British Crown. And we borrow it back at interest. And this bunch in there, that fucking house over there, they call themselves the Freemasons. They're also part of this, because their allegiance is to the head of the Freemasons, who is the King of England right now. So, it's funny how we have the head of the Garda is from the north of Ireland, and he is under the Lord Lieutenant. He is a member of the Crown's elite. He has jurisdiction higher than the Irish government. So we are under a dictatorship of Drew. And the Garda need to get rid of him as quickly as possible. Now, that Micheál Martin, in 2010, he protected a man called Henry Kissinger. And he was a wanted war criminal for killing Spanish and French in Chile. And as a result, he was able to stay in Ireland. And he closed down the Department of Foreign Affairs. And you in the Foreign Affairs Department over there, you should know that that office is open 365 days a year. And Micheál Martin closed it down for a weekend so a wanted war criminal could stay in Ireland and party. That is who Micheál Martin is. He's a traitor. And he's also part of Coveney and the IMF, the World WEF, the World Economic Forum, who want to destroy our country and any other country in Europe with excessive taxes. The 10th plank of communism, tax the crap out of everybody so they all end up in the ditches as poverty-stricken people. That's the plan for Ireland, phase 1. Phase 2, you'll all be living in ditches. Phase 3, they come to exterminate you. And it'll be United Nations troops that will do it, because they'll come out, and the Irish army, it's a defence force, it's not an army. It's supposed to be here to protect us. But where is it now? It's over in the Lebanon, doing nothing except getting bombs dropped on them by both sides, Israel and Lebanon. So we need to get them out of there. And we can't get the president to do it because he's a communist Burke. Anyway.
As I said, folks, we're not a political party, we're not a political movement. What we're doing is we're assembling. We're assembling. That's what we do, and that's what we're going to keep doing. And it's a small seed. This is the second assembly. We all hope and pray that there'll be more people here today and we can go walking and spread our message and crank the pressure up. As I said, this party's Mayo County Council, I believe, has changed. They made a decision not to work with the new refugees coming into Mayo and stuff. So there's lots of pressure going on people, and people pressure. As I said, cowards and criminals run this system.
Yeah.
So we're exposing the darkness. I don't know if you believe in, whatever way you look at it, white or black, good or bad, God or the devil, yin or yang, whatever it is. There's a choice. There's a choice. And we choose the Irish Republic. We choose what our ancestors handed to us, what they declared outside the GPO, what they ratified in the 1919 Sovereign Dáil, which we're going to walk back around to. I'm going to read the Declaration of Independence out, which was, I suppose, read out and declared by the sovereign government of 1919. And from that moment on, they were outlawed by the Crown. The Civil War, as they call it, was the Crown destroying that government. And then we had the Free State that was formed in here. So, we, as a group of people, our message is, this is not the government of the Irish Republic, and the Irish Republic is under attack in the year 2024, and it's all up for grabs. And we would encourage people to realise how serious things are in this moment in history, in this mad, mad, mad world of darkness and evil. And I believe we're a special race. And as I said to my missus last night, and I said to Alan last night, I don't even know why I'm here, but I feel I have to do it. So, here we are. We read an article this morning that there was 2 gatherings today, far-right gatherings. This is all for us, like.
I know.
It's mad, isn't it, like?
Well done,
There's another thing going on as well with the Palestine. There's a Palestinian supporters around the corner. There's this whole thing, I don't know if anybody... Paul Murphy was encouraging people to fight back on the streets. What's that called? Fight back on the streets.
Jihad, Paul, yeah.
Yeah, so what I'm trying to say is our group, the Irish people, we are a neutral people. And that's our fundamental way of being. We deplore all war. It's all evil. The whole system is evil. The European Union is evil. The American military arm is evil. The PESCO deal is a pathway to evil. And we reject all evil and all war. So let's not fall into the trap of thinking that we are pro-Israeli or pro-Palestinian. It's all evil.
Yeah.
And our government has evil within its corridors. So we're exposing it. And that's our job. And whether you agree with us or not, that's what we're going to keep doing. Wish it was bigger and stronger, but it's not. We'll keep going. The rebels of 1916 were very, very, very small. Very, very, very few. Not many people agreed with them.
Hey,
We're
Tyrone.
standing on their walk today, and we're reawakening the flame of the Irish Republic. That's their role. Forget politics. Forget agendas. This is about the nation, people, our culture, our history and our heritage. We're here to defend it. Simple as that.
And that's
So,
fine.
Ross, you're here again. It's Russ LaHoyve here. He's still on the phone.
Just on that point.
Do you want to speak?
Yeah, just on that point, the 1916 leaders, they inspired me, and that's why I'm here today. To preserve this country for my kids and my grandchildren. And if Patrick Pearce and James Connolly and Sean McDermott and all those were here today, they'd be labelled far right. So we're in good company, and I think we should stick with it.
Ross. Ross, you can actually, you can actually, you can indeed, yeah. This is Ross. Ross have travelling
I
up.
actually don't have no speech prepared. I just want to announce that we're meeting on 7 o'clock in Mayfield. We have another centre coming up, and we're having great success across the country by standing together. There's a grassroots movement, much like the water charges, and there's more outrage, we're more connected, and it was absolutely disgusting to see the guards, the riot squad, and we experienced it here after the summer recess. They attack us, and then the media blame us.
Yes.
And they're laughing, I'm not watching, they're laughing, they're sniggering.
Yeah, I know.
This is what the black and tans, the mentality of the black and tans. Guys, you should be ashamed of yourselves. We're all Irish here. Are you protecting your own people? Yeah, like, not the state.
They don't class themselves as Irish. Traitors.
The other thing that we have to be mindful of is the who and the treaty that they're trying to bring in. Now, we all thought it was going to be May, wasn't it?
Yeah.
But it's actually the 27th of this month.
Yeah.
And if these laws are passed, my God, we're going to know a whole new level of tyranny that we've never experienced before. They're going to be able to come to your house. They're going to be able to take you away. They're going to force vaccinate you. They don't need any proof of a virus or anything like that. And isn't it a coincidence that we have this disease X coming in? Lads, everything that we were laughing at conspiracy theorists for has come to pass.
South Park and the cats.
What's that?
You ever see South Park and the cats? The movie goes cat disease.
I must have missed that one, but South Park they're on the ball, you know. Well, lads, this
What's
I
that
feel,
picture like? What's the
I
picture
was just
like?
speaking to a lad there earlier, and he told me, I think it was Finglas, they stepped down because of.
Yeah, stop saying that in my chat, please.
What was the name of that place, lad? Was it Finglas?
Barkintown.
Sorry, Barkintown.
Barkintown, yeah.
So this is what we have to recreate all over the country, and they're using scare tactics. The riot squad for peaceful people, and they're running over. One guy got choked out. We had a friend of ours, Dave. He got concussed. They have. Where's the dignity? You know, when we were kids growing up, it was like, I'll die for Ireland. These people, these guards, they're fighting for.
Yeah, I know. That's my phone.
The polar opposite of what it means to be Irish. Guys, we need to stand together, and I think the WEF. Remember Maddie McGrath and the doll there calling out for Radker and Mihol. Klaus Schwab, WEF. And they were like two little schoolboys laughing at him. And then there's that clip with Klaus Schwab. I'd like to give special thanks to Radko, one of our young leaders.
Yeah.
I mean, and then Radko was caught lying with the Dublin convention. And then he doubled down on his lie when he got caught. And he used that lie himself, or it's not even a lie, he used that himself. He's appointing people in positions of power who use the same. You can't. The first safe country you come to is the country you have to apply. And then he went on to say they get fingerprinted, as if to say it's going against the database like Interpol or whatever. Police they have records of them there. It's not used for that. It's used to identify, and it's a part of the application process. So they look at these people coming to Ireland. Oh, you've been to Germany, you've been to France, you've been to England, now you're in Ireland. It's nothing to do with are they criminals or not. And 70% officially, so it's probably higher than that. And they always talk about, should God love them, they're coming from war-torn countries. Everybody, the dog in the streets, these guards know that they're not coming from war-torn countries. They're covering up rapes. And this is just the start of it, lads, because it's only going to get worse. And this is why the people are coming together now.
Ross, Kitty, Marxist, far left, hard left, Kitty Holland, ran Casey's, Ashleen Murphy's partner. She destroyed him and smeared him because he decided to speak the truth.
Right, and the media was silent on that as well.
She destroyed Ryan Casey from Tullamore because he decided to tell the truth on what happened. The propaganda, or the Black and Hands RTE, said she was strangled. She was stabbed and murdered. I want the truth. I have daughters and sons.
Yes, we all know there's rapes going up and down this country. And I'll give you an example.
The guards are covering up for rape.
The guards are covering up for rape. There was this young one in Dungarvan about a year ago. And 5 lads tried to rape her. An old woman came out and she saved the day basically. She tried to press charges on these lads that tried to rape her. The guards did a special deal with her, say, listen, you're false accusations. We're going to do a little deal here. We let you off the hook if you sign this piece of paper. They're actively covering up rapes in this country.
My God, you couldn't make that up. Where was this? Really? You know,
Dungarvan.
It's an England, but here, do you know what? It's going to be no children, but I have 9 children. So I have to speak up now. That's why I'm here. But I'm here for other people as well.
No, that's the other thing as well. We have the media reporting this.
Media complicit.
They're lying through their teeth. The vast majority of the Irish people feel the same way we do. We're not extremists. We're pointing out their extreme actions and behaviours.
See, Ross, people are afraid of being labelled. Label this.
Right.
Label
The
that,
real
or
far
label
right
this.
fucking fascists are in that fucking
Even that far right label is wearing thin at this stage. And this is why people are coming up in Ross Cree and Ballinrobe.
Resistance is growing.
Fermoy, down in Cork.
Well, I'll tell you one thing.
What's the name of that place that just Bargain Town?
Ross, you look at yours. You look at 1924. Resistance is growing around the country. That's all I can say. On behalf of my children and my neighbours and the family, resistance is growing. They underestimated the indigenous neighbours. They underestimated the crappy boys and the peasants.
Alright, I'm just going to end it now, guys, yeah? Just going to end it now. My legs are killing me. Alright, go on, let us all go. Thank you. Bye. Take care.